once again to Mearachd, episode 5.
The one where everyone dies.
Party's still alive. What do you mean? They're having a wonderful time out in the forest. A wonderful, delightful, happy time. The woods are alive with the sound of music. There he is! Very last second.
It's still before 6:30. Calm down. It just turned 6:30.
Very last second.
Yeah, it's not our point to get the intro early.
I started the intro when I said I was starting the intro. You all heard me say it. Alright, so, why are all of you in the woods? And why are all of you stuck in the woods?
We're trying to bring this,
giant
this
mantis.
The mantis back.
We went out to the woods for some extra credit because we had a couple of bad grades in our group. And through no fault of anyone in particular, we just we ended up getting lost, as fate would have it.
No fault of anyone, huh?
We had to present on each other's goals. And we got a B+, which the professor seemed to think was good, but still offered us extra credit. There was a group that hadn't it. That was annoying. So our goals are to get a very large bat, the mantis, a giant spider, and they can be dead or alive, and we get 1 grade letter improvement for each creature on 1 assignment. And we got like an amulet that Rasmus is wearing, where if he gets knocked out, no.
It has
Niev's wearing it, but we theorize that if we put it on Erasmus and knock him out, that it'll work.
That was it. We did.
And we're gonna knock him out.
We were trying to go after the bat, but we encountered a giant beetle and we ran away from it. And then we encountered the mantis. And we. What's up?
Nothing. Sorry.
Oh, and then we killed it, and I'm carrying it, and then there's a tiger, and we knocked that out, and we didn't kill it because there was no need to kill it. But now we're lost because somebody kept failing their survival check.
Don't call me out like this.
Stop getting lost in the forest, okay?
It could happen to
I'm
anybody.
working on it. I'm only level 2. Calm down.
Just to help, because I'm stressed, and I don't want to be stressed on a Sunday night.
Well, what could be more stressful than being out in the woods? It's a fun and happy place.
I gotta tell you, even though I'm not physically in the woods, the whole fact that I might be in the woods is causing me stress now, and we're not even actually in them.
Trying to find my... There it is.
My P physics test is probably more stressful, but that's like the only thing.
Here's what I was looking for.
What about the calc test? Is that not AP?
Let's
It is, but it's not stressful.
Let's pull away from people's real schooling and move into people's fake schooling. Here in the nice, beautiful, quiet forest, where a tiger lay unconscious and a mantis lay unconscious. And for a little while, an Erasmus lay unconscious.
I dreamed I got an A. Oh, this nightmare, isn't it?
So, you just got word from Constog that she has you all just a little lost.
But it's still daytime, right?
It is theoretically still daytime. You think you can still see the sun? You can see some light through the tree cover. That's got to be the sun, right? So I believe when last we left off, though, the consensus was you were going to continue to try to get your way out.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because we had only been out here for a couple hours or whatever.
Yep. All right. So, Are you going to continue to try to carry the mantis with you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So let me have the party survivalist give me a survival check.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. So you undo a little bit of the misdirection. Now that you've come to realize you've messed up, you can start to undo the mistakes that have been made. And in doing so, you feel like you're getting pretty close to getting out of the woods. Can I have one more survival check? All right, and you make your way to the edge of the woods, carrying this
Do we get
massive
out?
mantis.
Do we
Let's
just get
see.
to the edge and then we're stuck, or do we actually get out of
You
it?
get tracked to the edge of the woods.
You make it out. The dice are friendly to you tonight.
So who we gotta bring
The
this with?
ranger station anywhere?
From where you're at, no. You don't see any ranger station, but you do see that there are some rangers in the trees. But they simply acknowledge that you're there. One of
I
them
want-
will come down and check the papers that you have with you.
I want to make sure and tell them about the tiger, and specifically that the tiger was looking to prey on us as food, because that's unusual behavior for a tiger. They don't normally go for people.
Did you have that in your possession while you were wandering through?
Yes, we did.
And were you covered in blood and smelled weak?
I don't know about that, but maybe.
Smell it.
Maybe had some animals with you, and he like gestures over at the wolf and the stag that are covered in
He's trying to
blood.
say it's our fault.
It seems to me like you are walking around as a group of people with tasty treats for a tiger.
I just wanted you to know, because, he did attack us. We did not kill him, but he is in there, so...
Well, that is much appreciated, but next time I would be a little more careful. If you're going to be wandering through the woods looking for things, perhaps bring the proper materials, or maybe give up any prey that you have. Sometimes the tigers do get a little hungry.
I'll keep that in mind.
It is hard hunting out there. He gestures to like the mantis you have in front of you. This thing could probably kill one tiger on its own. It's a fight for food in the forests at times, especially out here.
Well, I will keep that in mind. I just wanted to make sure you were aware as well.
I do appreciate it. We'll find the tiger and we'll take care of him.
Thank you, Ranger Smith. I think that's all. I think that's all we have. And you know what? We'll carry jerky or something next time and throw it to the side when there's.
I don't think jerky will quite do it.
I'm confused. Does the ranger
Okay.
have an accent?
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of going in and out. I didn't know if he was.
Sometimes
going
the accent will leave and come. I am not 100% in this accent. I had different parents, so sometimes I don't hold it correctly. Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm just curious.
Carry on.
All right, we're gonna get out of the way from Ranger Smith and get out of Jellystone here.
All right. You can carry that mantis back into town. It is heavy. By the time you all get back to campus, you'll be pretty well exhausted.
Well, good. We probably need a
boo-boo.
rest and recover.
And a bath.
Yep.
Yeah. And before we like part ways, I will bring up to the party that, I have a spell that I could memorize that would help us to carry heavy things if they want me to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, I believe there's specific spells designed for carrying heavy things, now that I think about it. One that just puts things on a floating disc. Which would have been really handy to have. Fuck.
We'll be better prepared next time.
Yeah, that was totally like, oh god. Okay. Well, now we know for next time, and bring something to throw off marauders.
So, do we take the mantis to the professor directly, or do we just take it somewhere, and get?
So there's a specific place that you'll drop this off. When you drop this off, you hand him the letter that you were given. That will be crossed off and then signed off, and then a number will be put next to it. And each of you will be given a measly 10 gold.
Well, but we get a better grade.
Yes. Right? Once you turn this into the professor, you will get one increased letter grade for each one of these that you have caught.
Now, is the gold an addition, or are we giving the professor the gold?
The gold is given to you as part of the bounties.
Oh, okay.
So you brought in a useful research tool. So they pay you the gold for that, and the professor is giving you an additional bonus enhancement to your letter grade for bringing in the creature. So you are getting the benefit of both.
Well, I'm kind of
10 gold
kind of
each.
hungry. Let's go to banana flies.
Yep.
All right. So what do you want to talk about over your meal?
All right, so there was some hiccups there. Some things I didn't think of, such as spells to lighten our load. I had a dream that I was surrounded by positively graded papers.
Oh, when you were passed out?
Yeah. So what do we think? What can we do better for next time? What were some highlights?
Not get lost?
Do you druids use compasses? That sounds sarcastic, but it's not.
I can't speak for Constog, but I personally, when I'm trying to make my way in the forest, I use, I don't use a compass. I use my natural abilities.
I don't exactly have a compass on me.
And you can't carry metal.
Is it true they can't carry metal?
They're druids. They can't carry metal.
That's
Wow.
correct.
It's part of your druidic power. Part of it is being in tune with nature, and metal is apparently not nature. Have you ever heard metalheads? They don't like trees.
Okay. I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Why? That wasn't funny. It's a joke for old white men, apparently.
It is.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. Okay. So would it help if one of us carried a compass?
I guess. Why don't you do it, party leader?
Okay. Get me a compass.
All
Something
right.
fancy. Something nice. The swatch of compasses.
You can
The
pick
Swiss Army
yourself up.
compass.
You can pick yourself up a compass. No problem. Now, how much do you know about how to use a compass?
I don't know shit
All right.
at all.
Well, that's a good survival check bonus.
Anybody else got survival? Besides the two druids?
No.
I can tell you from my Marine Corps training that after 4 years, I still could not find anything with a compass. It was spectacular. Hours and hours of operating the Lensatic compass, never once passed the course.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Lord.
Well, a compass only tells you what direction you're in. It doesn't really give you anything else. So you need to be able to utilize different types of topography on maps.
Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, but you know what? We've got a compass. I feel good about this plan.
All right.
You want to take a compass reading class or something?
I'm gonna get a book on how to read a compass.
Okay. You can check one of those out from the library.
Maybe we could bring something to clean ourselves off so that we don't smell like blood.
Ooh, very good.
There you go.
Is after we get our game, perhaps there's some kind of, I feel silly, tiger repellent?
I mean, we don't need to prevent against only tigers, though. It could be anything, so...
So that's
Lions,
my nightmare.
bears.
Yeah, the cleaning products
my.
are probably better. Dad. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we can ask some rangers or outdoorsy types or hunters, you know, when they capture game, the steps they take to not attract predators. You know, we can do a man on the street interview.
I'll bring my perfume kit next time. Cover up the smell.
Probably the most effective is that one called Sex Panther.
That must be it.
I feel like Trent would just be like, here, you all need this, you stink anyway.
Yeah. He's gonna buy us our own decanter of this planet's version of Axe body spray.
All right, so you're picking up a compass. You're thinking about asking the rangers for some tips. What else?
Yeah. Can we do that now or no?
Sure. You can head over and talk to the rangers. They'll come down. You're heading back in already, huh?
Yeah, we got this one, and I got this thing about tigers now that I want to take some time to investigate. And Steve, I keep going for my tiny books, and I forgot I can't read them anymore. The sadness.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So what about these things you're got questions about? I don't have a lot of time here, so let's make them quick.
So we're gathering up specimens, and you know, this is going to attract other prey because there's going to be blood in the air. Is there like a thing we can do to make ourselves less attractive?
Well, y'all don't. Never mind. I'll skip that joke. Y'all might want to, when you go in there, think about bringing, I don't know, some water with you, clean yourselves off a little bit. Maybe put some dirt on yourselves once you get some of that water on you. Make yourselves nice and earthy smelling instead of, you know, delicious smelling. Make sure your animals are healed up. Make sure you heal up your animals before you clean them up. Make sure they're not patched up and bleed. Make sure they're all patched up and not bleeding. Leaving a trail behind for something to track you. Some people swear by urine, but I think that really isn't all that great. It tracks some animals, detracts others.
Probably doesn't drink very good either.
No, not particularly useful for hydration. You can boil it if you really need to.
Wait, make sure the animals are healed before we kill them?
No, before you bathe them.
Talking about the animal companions.
Yes. Animal companions.
Oh.
Make sure you heal them up and then bathe them. Something I wouldn't have done.
What? Companimal?
Companimals.
My tiger would have a big problem being called that.
Your tiger?
Yeah, my tiger.
It's your tiger that tried to kill us?
No. My tiger wouldn't try to kill anything unless it was trying to kill it. You trying to imply something here?
No, sir. No.
All right.
We were just confused.
I don't know.
As forest rangers, we take a pretty strict vow.
I was gonna say, Erasmus, you would probably remember the teeth of the tiger that tried to get you, so I'm sure that this tiger has different teeth.
I'm very confident that it's a wholly different tiger. I would stake on it as my reputation as a woodland-loving elf.
Are you planning to head back in now, or are you just coming here for questions?
We just were
coming in
needing
for
some
questions.
research, yeah. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. All right. We've gathered a little bit more info about what will help. And the 5 of you can rest things off. You have one more day before your next class. So, I don't know if you want to go in again on the next day or if you have other plans for that day.
Yeah, I'm ready to go get some spiders and the other third thing that we wanted.
Yeah, I as well. I'd like to get this done.
So we're all healed up, right?
You are... Well, you'll heal your level plus con modifier overnight and gain back your spells.
Hold on. Level plus.
How lucky! I know how to create water.
Why is my roll 20?
I can putrefy drink, so you can create it, I'll putrefy it.
I think that's helpful.
Did I take any?
I
Did I
suppose
take any damage last game?
I don't think you did.
Okay. I was like, I don't
What
see
was
on
the
my
question?
sheet. I just wanted to make sure I didn't take any damage last game because I don't see it on my sheet.
No, I think that was just Erasmus and the animals that did.
Yep.
What did we do?
You guys
The
use the
unconscious?
animals like meat shield. You guys use the animals and the wizard like meat shields.
Yep.
Oh yes, it was our fault the tiger attacked.
It was 100%. You guys were running around going, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty."
Victim blaming.
But yeah, I do not have putrefy. I do not have the putrefy drink memorized,
Okay.
so or prepared. So.
All right.
So-
So,
I just did some very baseline magical research, which I assume I could do at any library. Because floating disc is a pretty common spell. In order for it to be really effective with the level of game we're hunting, which is a couple 100 pounds, right?
correct.
We would need something ideally that would be 5th to 7th level.
Oh, well, I mean, my spell just will allow us to carry anything.
Oh, well, that's even better.
What spell is this?
Antall?
I think it has limitations. That's what I thought you were
I
talking
believe
about.
we cannot. I believe we cannot hold something greater than a.
I mean, it
lesser
has
type.
limitations, but I'm just saying it triples the
Oh, it
target.
triples. Okay, I thought it was doubles. I was like, that's not enough, but triples, I guess, actually would do it.
That's pretty boss.
Look at
And
me
it's-
forgetting.
2 hours per level. So we possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that combined with my strength seems pretty good.
You'd be pretty boss, huh? What is your carrying capacity, Nikolai?
Let's see.
Nikolash.
To lift off the ground 800 pounds, to drag or push 2,000.
But the issue with the mantis was it was also cumbersome, correct, Senor DM?
Right, it was just very large.
That was part of the issue. Yeah. The other part of the issue was it was crazy heavy, because if you drag it, you're going to cause it to get ripped apart by
Yeah.
dragging it.
It was once it's dying, it's gonna be.
Because anybody could have dragged it. It's a matter of, like, you want to be able to lift it, you want to be able to keep parts of it off the ground. So, the plan is to go back in, eh?
We're
It
gonna.
doesn't tell
Yeah.
us.
Alright. And
Got a compass.
what creature do you want to track?
Hold on, we got the
Yeah.
ant hall. Do you have the ant hall ready?
Yes, that was when I was saying last night that I could memorize a spell. That was the spell. So instead of memorizing Entangle, I memorized this spell.
Okay.
I think we were gonna, well, the first time we went out, we were gonna try and get a bat, so why don't we try and get in for the bat?
I say we go for the bat, knowing full well that we will end up finding a spider
Yeah, or another tiger.
or another tiger.
Hopefully we won't run into the tiger right now with since we don't have the animals all bloodied up and carrying the corpse.
Hopefully not.
It will probably not attack us now because we are not smelling like we're good game. You know, most animals don't want to
Smelling like GG.
waste their time unless really hungry.
All right. Well, let's see if that theory holds water. Can I
Random roll.
Can I
Roulette.
get a survival check? Very good survival check.
What do you think, Tom? 3 owlbears?
And you're looking for the bat, right?
Yeah.
I hate it when
We
you're
found the
right.
bat, and that's that.
No. Can I get perceptions from the party?
Wait, you hate it when I was right? Does that mean you're gonna murder us all now?
That's what it sounds like to me, frankly.
Oh, that's good. This could have been much worse.
It's a dire Tarrasque. There's only one per plane of existence.
All right, so can I have on this screen, let's have the party set themselves up right over here in some kind of marching order.
In what direction?
Going east.
This map is pretty hexy, Steve.
Thank you.
I assume north is the top of the screen.
Yep.
Did you say perception, Senor GM?
Perception.
I heard elves that don't live in towers have very good perceptions.
All right, so Niev, you will notice as you are traveling along.
Traveling around.
Such peaceful forest sounds. So deceiving.
A giant web.
Guys,
Oh, there
look,
we
it's a giant web.
Hey, you think
And
there's a giant spider attached to it?
in L web,
Where does she see the web? What direction?
you should be able to see it on the map. Can you not see it on the map?
I see it.
I feel like I maybe see a hint of it. Is it pretty? Okay, like
It is-
between.
It's deliberately a
It's
little
the
hard to
right
see.
Facing the street.
Okay,
There we go.
yeah. I just wasn't moved over far enough on the map.
But weirdly, there's no spider in sight.
Shit, where's
Oh.
the spider? That's not good.
Well, I'm
the
gonna.
tree next to the web is
I
my
want
guess.
each of you to roll initiative either way. Not that there's a spider in the area. Just trying to make sure that we're doing things right. Hold on one second. We get in here.
It's weird to not have an initiative-based character, Steve.
Is it though? Is it really?
I don't like 17. 25 would be better.
Paying no attention to the number that just rolled because I forgot it rolls them that way.
Oh, giant spider? What?
It's definitely not here.
Giant spider? Whatever could that be?
All right, so we're gonna go through the initiative. Niev, you saw the web. You can go first.
Okay, so I'm wanting to recall anything oh goodness. I can about giant spiders.
Yeah, so spiders are again, this goes back to that whole like ongoing thing about vermin. You're not really a big fan of vermin. So every time you have to remember something about them, you just like it feels like bugs crawling on your brain.
Okay, well, I definitely do not like the thought of a spider, but I will instruct my wolf to be ready for when there might be a spider appearing.
All right. Trent.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll try and figure out some knowledge of nature.
Okay, so you know that spiders are particularly effective. Well, the first thing you know 100% is, God damn it, your mind affecting stuff isn't going to do anything here. But the second thing you're going to remember is that they are particularly adept at hiding in like webbing. It can be very difficult to see a spider so long as it is like layered in with the webs around it. It's also better at detecting things because sometimes it leaves bits of web that might not look like they're anything, but they are tangled directly back to the main web structure. They're also capable of noticing noise just as easily as they do notice things via sight. And they are somewhat poisonous.
All right. So, yeah, I'll let the party know it's very possible it's hiding in the web. And it probably already knows we're here because it detects through sound pretty well. I'll throw on a mage armor.
Okay. Nikolai.
Can I delay until after Niev?
Sure.
Because if I can't see it, like, I don't have any knowledges or anything to do.
Well, you are doing that. I hate when they don't put the special attacks in here properly. Can I get...
Special attacks? What?
Can I get
What is it?
Nikolai to tell me if a...
I'm sure it does.
15 hits for your
15.
flat-footed AC.
What's...
Gee whiz.
Yeah, my flat-footed is... Wait, sorry, what is the difference between flat-footed and non-flat-footed?
Flat-footed means you don't get your dex bonus to AC.
But, like, what does it mean? Like, I'm flat-footed
It means that you're not
that?
really aware of what's happening.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
haven't
that'd be
seen
sick.
what's causing what's
'Cause it's
happening.
14. Rude.
All right. And you get webbeted.
Does that take damage or just
Nope, you just get a nice big old web on you. I'm put a web
Like-
on you.
try and get it off?
You can try to get it off, but not this round. And the spider will make itself visible by doing such. Mere spider, where is the spider? Jesus, I
It
can't
ran
even find
away.
the spider. There he is. Look up in the trees.
It's not a her, it's a he.
I don't know.
What's the spider's gender identity?
I don't know.
Wait,
I didn't
where
ask
is
it.
the spider?
Up in the trees.
Oh, okay, now I see it.
It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a spider.
It got me from that far? Damn.
Yep. And it's gonna move. Whoop. Gonna move. Ah, come on. I hate this about moving.
It doesn't want to move.
Roll
I think
20 things.
I think
It's gonna move
happy to.
itself to here.
Jeez, ew, that looked really gross.
I missed it, guys. I heard something.
That's one big jumping spider.
Constag.
Yeah, so it's still in the tree?
Yeah.
Like, on top of the tree?
Yep.
Oh, well, that's great. But you know what can get on top of the tree?
An eagle.
A bird!
Bird. All right, you'll summon the bird, and it is a 1-round casting time. So, in order to make Dan happy, you will not be able to use the bird until your next action.
He's
Oh,
just
no.
encouraging me to watch that other campaign to fix his red wagon.
He is.
What?
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah. Why are we living trying to make Dan happy?
Hmm.
Honestly.
All right, you got a bird person here.
An Aarakocra?
Niev.
Oh, and then I'm just gonna move my stag a little bit.
Okay, so Niev is going to
I was thinking more
She is
Tengu.
going to offer guidance to Nikolai.
Will it help me untangle myself?
It will, because it helps you with checks.
What kind of check do I have to do?
You can either cut yourself loose, or you can make a strength check to rip yourself free.
What would I do to cut myself loose?
Just attack the webbing.
You can also delay till after me. I'll enlarge you, and that'll make it easier.
Can I delay again after I had already delayed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll delay until...
Alright, well, it's still Niev's turn, so that was guidance. Any
sorry.
movement, anything with your animal companion?
For now, I'm just gonna keep the wolf close to us, just, hopefully, in case there's any surprises.
Okay. Nikolai, you're going to delay to Trent. Trent.
All right, enlarged person.
All right. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. A little too big there. All right, Nikolai, you are actually broken free of the webs as you grow larger.
Cool, so I'm gonna attack the spider.
The spider's up in a tree.
How tall is the tree?
The tree is 15 feet tall.
So I can't use any touch attacks then?
Nope, can't touch it. You're 10 feet, it's 15 feet.
I'm not 10 feet. Oh, 10 feet. Wait, am I only 10 feet within one?
You're like 12 feet, or like 11 or 12 feet technically.
Because I thought enlarge made me bigger though.
It makes you 50% larger than you currently are. You're currently a little under 8 feet, so 50% more would be 12 feet.
But then with my arm on top of that, I can't reach?
I mean, you could maybe tap it, but that's like not really going to get you there.
No, but if I could tap it, then could I do like,
You're not tapping
Yeah.
with your hand, really. You're tapping it with your weapon, and that's not really going to do anything because it's gonna be way easier. Reach is designed to be what Reach is. The game has mechanics that exist for mechanical reasons. So no.
So what are my options if I can't do anything to touch it? Like do
You
I
can
need
be
to
ready
climb the
for it to
tree?
do something, or you can try climbing the tree.
Climbing the tree seems like a bad idea. So
Shut up.
the flood warning.
I know, I just hate it. Why does it have to be
So-
loud?
I can't do like acid splash or anything.
You could do a ranged attack at it, certainly.
It's a
Okay.
ranged touch.
Yeah. As long as it's within range. Which it does seem to be. You need an attack roll on that. Give me a ranged attack roll.
Hold on, I'm getting over to that page.
Okay.
I just click ranged.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't show up. Oh, sorry.
And that will veer wide.
Darn.
The spider will... What would it do here?
Probably mad at me for trying to throw acid at it. And for breaking out of its web.
Spider will move down and in. Give me your... Or no, you used a ranged attack, so it will move in and take an attack. Oh my god, these delays. 20 to hit.
Yep.
Take 2 points of damage and give me a fortitude save. Ooh, that is sad news for you.
Are the clothes still leaking?
You are going to take 2 points of strength damage. So
So
in
what
your
do I
in
do?
your strength under temp, put -2.
So since it's currently 2, just make it 0?
No. That in your temp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
temp is
I'm sorry.
2 from enlarge.
Okay, then yes. If it'll let you.
Yeah, no.
Okay. That's one of the things I was afraid of. It gets wonky with the buff system. Hang on a sec. That is so annoying.
I was
Is
scientific to do that. I didn't say that.
Just turn off the enlarge temporarily.
Okay. Does the plus poison does that?
Okay. I'm going to the laundromat later on.
Where do you see plus poison?
Wait, Charles, can you put yourself on mute?
I'll do it.
It says damage 2 plus poison.
Yeah, that's what you just saved against.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yep. All right. That'll take us to Constog.
I'm going to move the bird and have it attack.
All right. D20 plus 2, I think it was. 3, I forgot. Either way, that won't hit. Actually, the bird is flanking. Actually, no. In that stance, it is not flanking. Flanking is opposite side, so that will not hit. Niev. Or, nope, Constog, you still got.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my stag charge up.
All right. That will hit. Get the spider for Trace. All right, Niev.
All right, I'm going to cast Acid Maw on my wolf,
All right.
and I'm going to have my wolf move in to attack.
Show me the movement pattern there.
Okay.
If you click as you're dragging it and hold the Q key, and then you can use the Q key to change your steps. What I'm trying to sort of demonstrate here is sometimes the path that you take may not put you in a range to still be able to attack where you want it to be, but it looks like you have enough movement there. So, but it jumps me automatically to the end of your trail if you just move it there.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not too good with how that works, so okay. And so yeah, then have the wolf attack.
I feel like we've heard a lot of his combat music in this game.
Yeah. Ooh, that will still miss
hit.
even with the flanking. Trent.
Right,
This thing's still alive.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw Fortune on Nikolai. I'll cackle and 5-foot step back.
All right. Nikolai, you got to re-roll. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Sorry, should I put enlarge on again, or what do you want me to do to account for that?
Leave it off for right now. Just take the
Okay.
attack roll, and we'll know it's at a bonus if it matters.
Sorry, I'm just getting back.
That will hit. And that will seriously hurt the spider. Why is the spider showing up as your familiar?
What?
Its name is showing up as Tom's familiar on my screen.
Well, that's because it is.
My
I
screen
control
is-
the spider.
It just shows as the spider image.
Yeah. It's going to wish it could do something else. It's going to continue to bite at Nikolai. It's not like it's going anywhere. Nope. Constag.
All right. Well, it's gonna get a bird from one side.
That is a hit. Roll a d4. And that spider is down.
Alright,
Yeah.
we should probably
Well
kill
done.
this so it doesn't kill us. Yay, nay, thoughts?
I think so. I mean, we don't want it getting back up.
Cool. Yeah, I won't stabilize it or anything then.
Okay.
You need me to kill it?
I'll do a heal check and see if it's dead.
Yeah, give me a heal check. Not sure what that roll.
Alright.
Vermin have a really weird anatomy. Alright, well, the two of you will notice that it is indeed dead.
It's
It
dead?
is.
Okay.
Dead. And is it pretty heavy? Should I go ahead and cast Anthaul on Nikolai?
So, a spider about this size weighs not much more than a person. This is like the size of a human body, just with very long legs. So, really, as long as you're careful and you lift it up and you don't break the legs, you know, kind of like throw it over your back or, you know,
Ugh.
and carry it. Hey, you just got like a nice big spider on your back, like a backpack.
Does Nikolai need a heal?
I only lost 2 points.
You also need to give me another fort save, Nikolai.
Why?
The poison continues even after the spider's dead.
How do you get rid of the poison?
You have to...
Heal check, right?
A heal check will work, but first she's got the initial. That will succeed. So now you can give me a heal check on him.
Alright. I got another 10. Second 10 in a row.
Could
Heal
still be
checks.
poisoned.
I can't tell.
But after that, you'll notice that Nikolai's not taking any more damage. So Nikolai was poisoned, and eventually the effects will wear off in the next couple of days. So each day you'll heal 1 point of strength damage.
I created water for us to wash ourselves off with,
Excellent.
and I'll mix a little bit of it with dirt to like kind of give us some mud so that we can put dirt on ourselves.
Yeah. So you guys can clean mess yourself up. Nikolai will pick up the spider, and the 5 of you.
Oh, so if it might matter. I'm not gonna spread mud all over myself, but I will wash myself with the water.
Okay. All right. I'm assuming you all are going to head out then?
So Niev will say, do we want to look for the bat again, or do we want to head back? What do we want to do?
Well, I think we should head back. We don't
Yeah,
want to
'cause-
carry the corpse around.
And then we could potentially lose this if we run into something else. Trying
True.
to find the bat.
What time of day is it? Is it?
Oh, it's still
kinda
early in the day. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, we can carry this back to town then.
All right. So you can bring it back. Just like before, they will cross it off the list. And for the spider, they will only pay each of you 5 gold.
Because it's dead, or is it just because it's a spider?
It's because it's a spider. Different things have different bounty payouts. The person there will advise you. This might be of interest to you, but bats right now are a little bit weird.
What does that mean?
Well, got rangers trying to track behavior patterns lately, but I don't know. They're acting a little crazy, and no one's been able to really find them reliably. Normally, there's certain caves they tend to stay in, these larger bats still stick around caves with lots of the smaller bats. But lately, it's like the bigger bats have been. Oh, it's like they've been causing trouble for the little ones.
What did I
What kind of
miss while
trouble?
my internet was gone?
You guys downed the spider, took it back, and the guy that you brought the spider back to is telling you a little bit about some of the oddities going on with the bats.
So
And
what
Nikolai
kind of...
took a bunch of strength damage from poison.
I took 2 points of strength damage.
It's been I don't know, almost like signals are getting crossed. We got bats eating bats, maybe. That's what we're seeing. Lots of missing bats from the numbers. The big bats not sticking around where the little bats are. All the little bats seem to be out of place.
Was it a big bat or a little bat that attacked me when I was looking for?
It's a pretty big
grass?
bat.
I thought it was a big bat. So Niev will say that's odd because we were looking for plants in the woods before a little while ago, a few days ago, and we got attacked by a big bat.
That's not a surprise. They're probably having a bit of trouble. You see, they don't quite move as well around the woods as the little bats do. The little bats have a lot more mobility. They can zigzag around trees and whatever. Big bats got to kind of fly around to get at them. So once they get a few of them scared off, it's gonna take them a while to track down where their prey is. Like I said, never seen this kind of stuff before.
You don't know what's causing it?
We've been working to figure it out. The Rangers are digging into it, but they only have so much time. Got a bunch of other issues going on as well at the same time.
What else?
It's really about it. If you happen to catch one, we're paying a little extra if you can get it back in here alive.
Well, we'll do our best.
But we would have to turn it into the campus, not to the Rangers.
No, if you turn it into the campus will be we'll be running the experiments.
Okay.
So you turn it in here, and we'll make sure we get to figuring out what's happening. So is this
All right.
something that all of you want to go back out for on the same day? Or do you want to save it for another day?
I have 2 spells left.
I feel like it would be good for me to heal before we do another one.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I have a cure spell left, but
Yeah, that won't help with the poison though.
Right. I'm just saying I do have a cure spell left, but it's probably better if we just heal up and not try to do too much in one day.
I feel like I learned that in a prior life, But the ranger said that the other rangers have been busy with stuff. What stuff?
Rangers have lots of responsibilities. There's a lot of creatures, a lot of stopping people from wandering into the woods that aren't supposed to, a lot of
Right.
trying to stop poachers from catching things without proper permission.
The way he said it, I thought there was something kind of out of the ordinary that they've been dealing with.
No, Rangers have a lot of stuff that they just deal with on the regular. So to have this bat problem come along is just one more annoyance that they have to try to figure out and deal with. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break. And then we'll see what class is like the next morning.
All right.
See you guys soon.